All right, testing. This is the Wall Street Pete Show, Sicto in crypto. And if you are excited and want to learn how to make Sicto in crypto, well, just hit that like, subscribe button, hit the bell notification, and when we get our camera set up, we'll be able to give you what you need to see. Wall Street Pete here, good morning. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're having a positivity day and you woke up on the right side of the bed. Give me a shout out. Let me know you're here. What's going on exactly as I predicted, I believe, right? Pretty close. I'm going to go over it really quick. Let's do it when credit is credit due. My very last video last night. We basically put this together really quick. 35.6, I showed you on the schematic. I showed it to you. I don't believe we're going to go there, but that would be a 50% pullback. That would be a 50% pullback. That would be a that would be okay. All right, so that's where I'm thinking. If we do come down, I'm going to close my long positions at any time, sell anything I have during that time frame if we break below the 37.7. That's the end of this video. That's the most important part about Bitcoin. If you don't watch this ending. So now as I go through, yesterday, right before we went to bed, I was telling you that I broke that down. And I wanted people to understand that that's pretty important. Very important as we're breaking down completely 1.55 trillion. What's up, Gary? Good morning. Hope you're having a great day. We were talking about how my last video, I was exactly on the money with that. And ever since we did this phase, because we left you with this, and I wanted everyone to understand that I left you with this on the very end of my video. Not many people watched the very ending, which is one reason why it's very important to hit the bell notification. Because when you do, if you notice, now the candle didn't finish here, okay? But we really did finish. We really did touch here. 37.9. It was a little adjustment. I had it lower. If you see, I was dead on the heat of the money. I actually had it lower, 37.7. Well, that's exactly what the fuck we did. I moved it up and adjusted it this morning. But 37.7 was the number I was on. If you go back to the video, that's where we were. Hit the like button and subscribe because we need to get the algorithm to the roof so more people can understand this TA and appreciate what we're doing. As you notice on that video, Gary, notice on that video, if you're paying attention, definitely to mention, we were trading 39 and change. We were actually looking pretty good, but now, if you see what happened, if you watched my video and you paid attention just a few hours ago, you would have realized that was probably going to happen. We know I'm not a registered financial advisor, but we are creating new higher lows. Excuse me. But what happened here is, well, we got that correction that was needed. It's a healthy correction. I told you there was two scenarios. Down this trend line here, the trend is your friend. You'll notice that we were going through and we will bounce up through the 35.6 as the worst case scenario. That would be if we broke through here, we're going bearish again. If we jumped off through here and bounced, which we're not done yet, so we got to find out if we're technically bouncing, but I see a lot of support right here. If you don't see support, then you don't know what it is because I see a lot of it right there. So if you like this basically kind of stuff, TA, crypto news, positivity, excuse me, my voice. If you notice, we have on Bitcoin the rest of this hour to finish above the 38.3. Wowzers. So we're above the 38.3. I just wanted people to understand that we have to finish. We have 9 minutes. So pay attention, definitely to mention on the 9 minutes closing candle for the hourly. I'm looking at my hourly here, and it seems like we bounced specifically off that line. It looked really well, and if you look at the support level, holy cow, it's like a magic line, just basically making it pump back up. So pay attention to that level. This is the Fibonacci sequences that I set up. The 37.3 here we have for it. Seems to be the 0.618. I have 37.7. So, oops. So just hit back, bring that back. So just want you to understand that this could be it. We could be finished, and you might be able to take a long position now all the way up back to 42 and see where we go from there. Excuse me 1 minute. Okay, now we're good to go. Let's see where we're going to head out now. We're looking at the Ethereum price here. So we're significantly getting our green candle up. This is showing a lot. Oh, look at that volume. Look at that wick of that volume, baby. Let's go. Let's see where we are on the indicators. Bitcoin dominance, really fast, right? We do that. We know you like watching the Bitcoin dominance. This is just going to probably be a recorded video. We're not going to talk live to too many people besides Gary there. That was it. We're starting to come up get the roller coaster ride. Let's see if we continue to get the roller coaster ride on the next couple hours on the Bitcoin dominance. I expect this from the Bitcoin dominance coming up, back up, doing one of these waves. You know what I mean? So we get something like that. So let's see if we can get that on the Bitcoin dominance. Get rid of that. The big volume wick here, the most volume we've seen, almost. So let's see what happens here. We turn this red candle into a green. Looking really strong. My next indicator will be the EMA soon. But my very next one, obviously, we love relative strength index chart. So now this could be the beginning of something beautiful. We're on the bottom of my trading level 30. Sounds about right. I see my observations. Excuse me. It looks like we're trying to test back to the 2,500 of Ethereum, which is very nice after what we just did. 24.45 was when I opened the long position. I told you in my video, if you were watching, we're at the fair. It was Friday. We had a good night. We made some money. We went up here. We sold about 60% as it started coming through here. I told you the story is exactly the same because it's exactly what I did. As we came through, took another long position here. Came up, sold out here. Now, we're getting ready to take another long position here. I wish we took it here, of course. Looks like we may have been done. So if you pay attention to that level, that may be the finito, final fall here. Bitcoin is starting to do something, so let's see what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin. What are you doing? Yes. So we may have got that landing right here on this spot. It hit what I said. If you pay attention, look at this schematic. I did the phase D schematic really quick just to come out. If the Bitcoin accumulation schematic, if anybody was interested, I just made my own little one up. These were the two ways we could go because, of course, the schematic does not follow or trace precisely like you're coloring a crayon book. No. So let's pay attention to this move, high volatile waves. We did get, now look at the big picture, go to the forwardly. Now, ever since we came up on the inverted head and shoulders pattern, if you'd notice, where is it? Right there. Okay, so July 20th. So let's zoom out when in doubt. Get a little zoom in, boom in, if you want. It was due. It was due, okay? Why? Wall Street, how the fuck did you know we were going to fall? How'd you know? Because it was overdue. This is like the third leg up here. We had to come down. If you notice, we got like a 38% pullback. That's like the Fibonacci sequence strength of positive. I'm positive that that's the big strength. We just need to get a couple big wicks coming here. As you see, we reversed it on the forwardly on this big red one. On the hourly, it's a big hourly wick. Oh, wrong. What do we do here? Switch. 4 minutes. Okay, so we have 5 minutes left. I don't know what happened here. What are we looking at? Why are we looking at Ethereum? I apologize. We're looking at Ethereum. When you go to the Ethereum hourly, we're getting a big green wick. See, I'm sorry. That's where we were mistaken. That's another indicator right there. Ethereum is no longer doing what Bitcoin's doing. Ethereum's taking a little bit of steam of its own, as we know in the last transactions. If you pay attention to this, I know a lot of people are working, like I said. So this is going to be one of those videos. You're going to be at work. You're going to see, Wall Street Pete came on. What did he say? Well, we're almost 24 billion in volume in the last 24 hours. We're 25 in Bitcoin. Do you realize we're getting ready to flip the volume in Ethereum over Bitcoin? That's something to definitely pay attention to. Definitely to mention. Big deal there. That's something incredible. I don't know what we're going to do from here, but that's very deceiving what's happening because we are at the 1.55 trillion mark. Hopefully looking to get back to the 2 trillion. If you notice, the market cap for Bitcoin is starting to get back to $1 trillion. At one point, it was a joke. But if you notice the volume in here versus the market cap over here, 230, that's something to pay attention to, right? I said trillion. Ooh, 716 billion, excuse me. 716 billion. We're about to hit $1 trillion, excuse me. Basically quarter, right? We're 1/3 if you want to put it at that. Ethereum's going to have some more leg room. If you see it's green, ready to go up. If you see we're actually up the 7-day 8% and only 0.1. So there's a big reason for that. There's a lot of reasons for it. Definitely pay attention to what's going on over on this side. As long as we close this candle, which is happening in 3 minutes, and I'm kind of going to hang out in 3 minutes, and then we're going to end the video, and we're going to tell you, these are the levels to pay attention to. Look at the big resistance we had. Very big. Very, very, very big. It was the 37.7 just about. I had that on my last video, so if you go back and pay attention, I was dead money heat on it. I just adjusted this up a little more because I saw that we were going to be moving up and getting a bounce, so naturally I moved it up. But if you pay attention, it was that price sitting there. So that's important. Sicto and crypto. If you like making Sicto and crypto, if you like these videos, if you like the research that we do and we put in each day for you, please hit the like button as I need you to do it. It would help get the algorithm out so more people can see that we're on point and not just getting some of these fake coin pumping channels. It's rough. So look at the trend line. If you see, we got some support here, 36.7. Then we climbed, got our own EMA. Let's look at it. I promised we would do that. This is Bitcoin's. So we're below the EMA. We flipped the red line coming through bearish. Now we're seeing some widening, spreading prices here on the moving average. I expect this. Listen to me. The fall happened, right? We got the fall. You see my Bollinger Bands, the two white lines on the outside, well, the green and the white outside. That's my Bollinger Band, okay? See them getting tight? Now what's going to happen? They're coming together. Come together right now over me, right? We're going to get our bands coming in. And if you could see that, that's what happens. Your bands come in. They're going to get tight. The moving average is going to come in. And then I'm going to get this explosiveness. And that's when it's going to come up. And that's when you're going to get excited. You're going to be invited. You're going to understand what I'm talking about. You're going to think I'm amazing. You're going to think I'm a genius. We're closing above the 38.3 for the hourly candle, which is a big deal for me. I see that happening. Why? Because we're down here. And if you look at this candle, if we started breaking below it, which was right about here, look where we touched before. See these big long tails? Let me get rid of some of the shit. You can't see anything. This is why it's circled. If you look, these big wicks, the candles here, that's where it closes. I did not want to close the 38.3 on the hourly. It seems like there was some resistance, some superpower that made it bounce up. So definitely pay attention to that, okay? That's a big fucking deal. For me, that's huge. Now we just got to create an upward W on the forwardly somehow. Let's see what we're doing. It could be a big one. Could it? No. So I don't. Ooh, yeah. So look how it closed. Ooh. All right. So pay attention. Definitely to mention. This way, right? Look, that's what it's doing. And if you notice the W, right there, we stop. Chicka boom bam. I'm excited. You're invited, because if you pay attention, that's an upward W if I ever seen one in my life. That's how it works. And if you pay attention, definitely to mention, we just did the RSI level. What do? We got to pay attention to some of the volume coming out. That's important. We're still getting a little bit of some fall in price, but we're getting the rise price action over it. Is it a fake dead cat bounce? I'm not 100% sure that's the case. I'm actually believing that this spike, this green momentum I showed you, maybe in the phase D heading up, I think we're getting there. I do. I believe it. So definitely look at that. Follow me on Instagram. Pay attention to all that. Those levels are important. 42 will be just coming back up again, hopefully fighting for those levels. As you see, we got ways to work, but the support is now coming through. Those small candles at the red are now starting to come through. And if you've seen that big tail that we just had here, it's a very big deal. Look, I moved it. Look at that. That's it. We're coming up. That's it. It's turning green almost. Let's see what happens from here. Wall Street Pete, Sicto and crypto. What are we at? We just finished it. Okay, so we got a new candle on the hourly. So I'm excited. I just want to take a peek before we go. And okay, there we are. Let's get rid of it. Let's get rid of the mess. And there it is. So pay attention to this level here. We're going to stay above the 38.3 hopefully and continue to get a little increase in price. There could have been a ticker bounce here. This is what I look forward to. Give it another hour or two, see what happens at the 4. So we're going to go to 12 o'clock Eastern time. 12 o'clock Eastern time, this candle's over. So 3 hours. 3 hours from now, we'll have a fiesta. We'll have a little lunchtime. I'm going to be out and about. I got some things to do, but we may get a little more falls through here before we get to up. Pay attention to that as we are kind of landing and starting to peak out. So if you can pay big attention to this, 1.56 as we have a little increase, okay? If we come back lunchtime and it's saying 1.59, 1.60, and all these stars are aligning the way they need to, and the indicators are coming back to where they should, and we don't fall through the 37.8, which is really a big important price there. Pay attention, the 37.8 price, 37.79, whatever you want to call it. We cannot proceed to go through there. There's nothing there. We'll be in so much trouble for the bulls. So right now, enjoy what's happening. We may getting a little lagging here, but I believe that we may be back in the up way. We followed exactly the pattern, how I did it. If you see the candles, the tails went right through with Wall Street Pete said. Not a genius. I just worked on the New York Mercantile Exchange. I was a young man here, if you're new to my channel. I worked here with all these people. That's what this background is. It was awesome. I had a great time trading, working here. I had a great time working here. A lot of traders, a lot of smart people I met. They're still here in this world today. A lot of people gone. Just be positive today. This is what we talk about. Get your gains, work out. I'll be working out after this video. I'm going to stretch, get a little workout on, pay attention to the levels I just said, and hopefully we can talk about some altcoins. I'm really excited to talk about the big potential altcoins that can make you a millionaire. We know I'm not a registered financial advisor. We talk about my goals to feed the poor in New York City. We talk about a lot of things I want to do, but we got to get there. I got to work on me first. I got to become somebody bigger first. We're the Wolves of Wall Street, Sicto in crypto. Please go back, pay attention to the levels as we've been on fire. We've definitely been hitting some of the levels correctly. It seems like when my video ends, all of a sudden the price action comes. Pay attention to that as well. Take care. I'll be back soon.